So I just got done watching Dune Part Two of the all those Oscar nominated films. And I will say I decided today to rest and not go into the office right away, and work from home the first half of the day. So I decided to watch Dune Part Two on Netflix. And it was nice to watch it. I will admit that I worked while I was watching it, so I wasn't 100% glued in watching the movie, but I did like it. Um, Very post-apocalyptic kind of stuff. And I think Timothy Chalamet and his real life girlfriend, I can't think of her name, they did an excellent job. I know that that is a really long book series, pretty long, not Harry Potter long, but it's a pretty long book series, which I intend to read. I know that first book is very long, but it is a very interesting movie, right? With the fighting and then in the first one, I remember they talked about like the dust that they were afraid of, and they have to wear those things under their nose so they can breathe. And there's a great line in Dune Part Two where things are so scarce in that reality that they're living in. They're like, don't you know there had been all these people who had died, and one of the characters started crying, and someone said, don't waste your water on the dying or on the dead or something, because it was so resources were so scarce in that world, in the world, that even crying, like, because that's water being released, was seen as wasting some of the earth's resources. Very interesting. But anyway, yeah, Dune Part Two was pretty good, but it was definitely the type of movie, I'll be honest, that I will watch, that I would rather watch while I'm doing other things watching it. Meaning that it's a movie that I don't necessarily feel the need to be 120% tuned in to, um tuned in for it. There's some movies like that I'm like, I'm gonna watch it and have it on in the background because I'm not that interested in the movie. But I watched it. I can say I've watched both Dune 1 and Dune Part 2. Um, yeah, and it was an interesting, seeing Timothy Chalamet in the Bob Dylan movie versus seeing him in this movie, two very different roles. So, anyway, that's my take on Dune Part 2.